Niels Bohr was born in 1885 in Copenhagen, Denmark. His father was a professor of physiology, and his mother the daughter of a wealthy Jewish banker. He had a lovely and hospitable childhood, and his friends and family described him as very happy, intelligent, and philosophical man, as evidenced by his personality, work in physics, and wisdom concerning the value and nature of human life. Let us take a look at this fascinating man's life, shall we? Throughout his early life, he showed an interest in physics, which flourished by his family's intellectual and wealthy background, as well as a love for football. In 1912, he married Margrethe Norland, who he loved and trusted dearly. They had 6 boys, 2 of whom died. Being a scientist, Bohr had connections to other famous scientists of his time. He had been in touch with J.J. Thomson, Ernest Rutherford, Heisenberg, whose location is unknown, and even Einstein, who he loved to debate with. The scientist's close ties with his family and friends inspired him to be a great man. Bohr is mostly known for his contributions to the atomic model. After graduating from the University of Copenhagen in 1911 and publishing a considerable amount of work, Bohr created the planetary model of the atom from his hydrogen line emission experiment, in which a light was shown through a glass tube containing hydrogen and then into a prism, which resulted in certain bands of colored light appearing at a certain distance. This was a classic experiment because if light were a wave, there should have been continuous spectrums of light. Bohr's model of the atom expanded on Rutherford's by adding the concept of energy levels, in which electrons were located. He was also able to determine how many electrons were in each level and state that the energy levels closer to the nucleus were weaker than those farther out. What was incorrect about this model was that he gave his electrons a position and velocity, which violated that then non-existent Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Bohr received a Nobel Prize in Physics in 1922 for his influential work on the atomic model. Bohr was not only a great physicist, but also somewhat of a peacemaker and philosopher. During World War II, though he acknowledged the possibility of nuclear weapons, he advocated strongly against the creation of such, even attempting to contact President Roosevelt for civil discussion with the Nazi army. In addition to his Nobel Prize, Bohr was awarded the Atoms for Peace Award in 1957 and had a hand in the creation of CERN, C-E-R-N, the European Council for Nuclear Research. As for Bohr's philosophical nature, he often applied the idea of complementarity, which basically stated that the objects have multiple contradictory properties. To try to explain the complexity of human life and thought, not only was he amiable and extremely smart, but also wise. Niels Bohr, family man, scientist, and overall a pretty darn good guy. His work helped our understanding of the structure of the atom. His life set forth an example of using intelligence to make the world a better place. He is truly a great man. Plus he's Danish. What now?